Hello friends, welcome to CSS video tutorials series. From the past few video tutorials, we are trying to understand CSS background properties. In the previous video tutorials, we discussed CSS background color property, CSS background image property, CSS background repeat property, and CSS background attachment property. In this video tutorial, I would like to discuss CSS background position property. Background position property is used to specify where the background image is to be positioned. Various values that we can assign are top left, top center, top right, center left, center center, center right, bottom left, bottom center, bottom right. Also, we can assign X offset and Y offset values in fixed length unit or percentage. Let's see the demonstration and get a clear idea. I go to Notepad. You can see that I have already opened default.html in the Notepad. It has the basic HTML document structure code written. Title is set to CSS properties demo. I have already opened default.html in the Chrome. Title is set to CSS properties demo. And the background color is white. Let me apply the background color cyan. I go to Notepad. In the head section, I say here style type equal to text or CSS. I say here closing style tag. I tell to the browser locate a body, apply the background color of cyan semicolon. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see that the background color is applied to cyan. Now I apply the background image. To apply the background image, here I have two images, flower.jpg and flower.png. There is a slight difference between the JPG images and the PNG images. PNG files can remember the transparency. That means they can remember the transparent pixels. Whereas JPEG file format fills the white color pixels in place of transparent pixels. Transparent pixels are those pixels. From them we can see the background actually. You can see here on beside of the flower we can see purple color, which is actually the background color of the desktop. Whereas here we are seeing the white color pixels filled in place of the transparency, right? Let's see the demonstration and you get more clear idea. If you want to know more about image file formats, what's the difference between different image file formats, when to use which file format, I suggest you people to watch my Photoshop video tutorials. There I have explained in depth different types of image file formats and where and when you have to use. Okay, let's see the demonstration. I apply the background image as I told. Here I say background dash image. I use the URL function. In between single quotations I say flower.jpg. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see that the image is getting repeated, right? And also you can observe I cannot see the background color. Here I am seeing the white color, right? The reason is I am using the JPEG image. It has the white pixels in place of transparent pixels. Let me replace with the PNG. This time I say here PNG. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see that now I can see the background color cyan from the transparent pixels of the image, right? Next thing, I am going to stop the repeating behavior. To stop the repeating behavior, we use the background repeat property, right? So I say here background dash repeat. I say no repeat semicolon. File, save, go to browser and refresh. Now the background image is not repeating. You can see the transparent pixels, right? If I replace this with a JPG file now, JPG, file, save, go to browser and refresh. That's the original image. You can see the white pixels in place of the transparent pixels, right? Better to use PNG in this situation. I say here PNG, file, save, go to browser and refresh. I hope you guys have understood the difference between JPG images and PNG images. What's the difference between them? Now we position the image. Actually by default the background image is going to be positioned at the top left corner. We can position the image in the center right side by using the background position property. Let's see the demonstration. I say here background dash position. I say top center. File, save, go to browser and refresh. can see that the image is positioned at the top center of the body. Similarly, I can say top right, RIGST right, file, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see that the image is positioned on the top right of the body, right? Some of the differences we can observe. If I say here center, file, save, go to browser and refresh, the image is not centered in the body actually. The reason is images are going to be positioned based on the width and height of the HTML element. Here the height of the body is small, or you can say 0 actually, because we don't have any content in the body at all, right? Let me show. I just adjust the border. Here I say border 2px solid red. I'm applying the border now. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see that we have the width to the body, but we don't have a height to the body. We don't have any content. If I add content to the body, automatically the height increases, right? If I add some BR also enough, I say here some breaks, I add some breaks here, I copy that, paste few times, automatically the height increases. File, save, go to browsers and refresh. You can see height of the body increased. Now the image is positioned exactly at the center of the body, right? Hope you guys are understanding the difference. Okay, now I remove this break tags, file, save, go to browser and refresh. Again the height is reduced. Let me add a div here. I add a div element, opening div, say closing div. I apply some style to div. I say div and then I say width of 60%. Div should have the height of 150 pixels and it should have the border of 2px solid gray color semicolon. Now I have added a content in the body, friends. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see that the div is added to the body, height of the body increased. By default div is going to have the background color transparent, so we can be able to see the background color of the body cyan. Let me apply the background color. I say here background dash color to black semicolon. File, save, go to browser and refresh. Now we have filled the div with the background color. Let me position the background image of the body to the bottom right side. So I say here instead of center I say bottom right. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see the image is positioned at the bottom right of the body. Now I apply some margin to the div. I say here margin 50 pixels top and bottom, auto to center align the div. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see that top and bottom we have 50 pixel margin, left and right automatically calculated by the browser, so the div is center aligned. Let me apply the background image to the div also. This time I use the background image, paste here, file, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see the background image is applied to the div and it is repeating actually. We can stop the repeating behavior by using the background repeat property. I paste here background repeat, no repeat, file, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see that the image is not getting repeated. We can position it anywhere now. Now to position, I can copy the background position property, paste here. The image in the div is going to be positioned at bottom right of the div. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see image is positioned at the bottom right of the div. You can position anywhere. Let me remove the background color. I am going to remove this background color. File, save, go to browser and refresh. We see the background color cyan here because the div has transparent color background. Also, as I told, not only these keywords you can also use X offset, Y offset values. Let me demonstrate that. Here I say background position. I say 20 pixels in a X direction, the object has to be moved. 20 pixels vertically, the object has to be moved, or the background image has to be moved. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see 20 pixels it is moved to the right, 20 pixels it is moved down. We can position anywhere we want. If I say 100 pixels it should move to the right, File, save, go to browser and refresh. The image is moved towards right 100 pixels. You can place a background image anywhere you want. Let me put some content in the div, some content blah blah. Okay, some blah blah content I am putting here. File, save, go to browser and refresh. Right, that's how it looks. I suggest you people to try experimenting with the background image and positioning, repeating. By using background image or background properties, we can create appealing websites. So for this tutorial, this much is enough, friends. For more benefits and be up to date, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment and share these videos with others so that everyone will get benefited. Keep learning, keep coding, keep sharing. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.